So back in August, when gold was nearing the end of its long intermediate decline, um, I was getting lots of emails telling me I was wrong. Gold was going below 1,000. Of course, I was not wrong. Gold was and is still in a new bull market that started in 2015. So I was right on that call. As of today, the dollar uh, it has clearly rolled over. I don't think I'm sure there will be more interventions by the ECB, the People's Bank of China, the Bank of Japan, and so forth to try and weaken their currencies, but without the threat of further rate hikes, which at this point, anyway, the market is not pricing in any rate hikes in 2019. There's just nothing that's going to keep this pig levitated. Uh, Years and years of QE is going to take a toll, and the ultimate fate of the dollar is not going to be a strong dollar, no matter what anyone tells you. There's got to be consequences to all those years of QE, and and I'm pretty sure, I'm going to be right on the dollar as well. It started a bear market in early 2017. We had a very convincing counter trend rally that um, got most people on the wrong side of the market. They lost track of the big picture, and now most people are going to be caught at the top as the dollar rolls over, and we start a anywhere from 5 to 8 year bear market. um, Stocks as well. Most everybody is now in the bear market camp. Everybody thinks that we're just going to get a bear market rally and then the market is going to roll over again. And I'm going to say right now that they are going to be wrong, just like they were wrong on gold and just like they're wrong on the dollar. They're also going to be wrong on the stock market. This is not a bear market rally. This was a regression to the mean correction. It came a little bit early, about a year earlier than I was anticipating, but it appears that the stock market multi-year cycle just synced up with the CRB multi-year cycle, which is due right now. So that would explain why the big correction in the stock market came about a year earlier than I was anticipating, but it doesn't change anything. We are, it's not monetary policy that's driving the stock market. Sure, that probably exacerbates moves to some extent if money is too cheap, but that is not the sole driver of the secular bull market in stocks. The driver is uh, innovation, technological advance. Humanity is taking another step forward and improving life on planet Earth. The last secular bull market was driven by the invention and the integration of the personal computer and the internet into human society. We're doing something very similar now with biotech, nanotechnology, robotics, autonomous transportation, clean energy, just multiple new technologies that are um, starting to be integrated into human society, and this will produce another leg up um, in the quality of life on Earth. And I said this in my last video, we need new leaders for this stage of the secular bull market. The first stage of the secular bull ran about almost 10 years. And that stage was led more or less by the FANG stocks, the Apples, Googles, Amazons, and those stocks will do fine, but those aren't going to be the leaders during the second part of this secular bull market. The leaders need to come from the sectors where the innovation is occurring. And I think the biggest innovation is occurring in the biotech sector. And as of today, you can see we've got a nice gap up in the XBI back into this consolidation zone, significantly ahead of the S&P and the other indexes. I think this is going to be one of the leaders during the second phase of this secular bull market. The semiconductors also will need to break out during this period. All right, so you can see the semis have shown some relative strength compared to the rest of the stock market. They didn't break down out of this consolidation box by very much, and they're like the biotech stocks. They're have rallied back into this consolidation box ahead of the rest of the indexes. So another positive sign. And ultimately, the semis have to break out above this bubble top here in 2000. It's been 19 years. That's long enough. It's time for this resistance zone to give way. As I said, months ago, there was little chance of this breaking on a sustained basis on the first try. We would need some sideways consolidation, a pullback before we could break out of this. But we are going to. This is not going to last for all eternity, and most of 2018 was just a sideways churn right around this level, and then we had the correction. I think the correction's over. Once we get up here and test this again, we are going to break out of this. So the semis, will be a good place to be during the next part of the secular bull market. But I think probably the biggest gains are going to come in the biotech sector, robotics, nanotechnology, maybe transportation. The sectors and the areas where the real innovation is occurring. The innovation is not going to be the next iPhone 10 with a slightly tweaked screen that's maybe a little bit bigger than the one before. That's not where the innovation is. The innovation is going to be in these new sectors, and these are the ones that will lead the market into the second phase of this secular long-term bull market, which should still have at least 10 or 15 years to go.